Hi Pisces, welcome to Tarot in the Dark. My name is Tori. Tonight we're going to take a look at the week of August 4th through August 10th. Just a heads up, we do have Lionsgate this week on Friday 8/8. We also have a full moon in Aquarius on Saturday the 9th. And on top of that, y'all, Chiron is in Cancer, which means that to me, us water signs are probably going to be feeling the impact of the emotional healing. Chiron is the healer, so I think it's going to more than likely penetrate our little emotional hearts and minds. So let's just see what Spirit has for us this week. I am a little nasally at times, guys. I'm struggling with some allergy, sickness type stuff. So just forgive me. I hope it doesn't prevent you from being able to understand me. So we have Enchanted, Childlike, Wonder, Fae, and Gateways. I love this. Pisces, this week is about you embracing your uniqueness. Okay, there's something very enchanted, something very original, and something very like stand outish about you this week. So it's like you have this wisdom and this natural visibility. Something about you this week is going to be very visible and like put out in front of people is how this feels. So it's almost like, not that you're gonna like turn famous this week. I'm not saying that. I don't know, maybe, but I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that there's like an unraveling of the true you, and it's being illuminated to those around you and even outside of those in your physical presence. So it's almost like when you go in the grocery store, you're going to be recognized, you're going to be noticed. This is probably like a typical thing for most Pisces, but it's going to be heightened this week. There's something about illuminating and unraveling parts of you that have not been shown. So this could be an unraveling or like an enlightening for you yourself personally, to where you're tapping into a more like aware. It's like this awareness that you're going to have of yourself this week, but it's, like I said, penetrating out to others. Power is powerful, but let's just keep going and see what Spirit has. Harvest, abundance, gratitude, security, and patience. Okay, for sure, you have been hiding. I get this. Look at this. It's almost like this is night and day, guys. Look at the energy, how Spirit is showing it. It's almost as if this is like night and day. Like, look at the moon here. You're in the dark. Now you're going to come out. There's no more hiding. There's no more hiding. The owl here is like right in your face. This one is flying. And then there's a peacock here. There's a beauty to you this week. There's something about the small details, something about the work that you've been putting in. The details of the work that you've been putting in are going to pay off for you. This is turning into a harvest season for you. So this week I would pay attention to and be grateful for the gifts that are presented to you. Oh my goodness, the bobcat energy. I love this. With patience. This is what you've been, Pisces. You've been patient. You've been patiently waiting for your energy to shift and for these gateways to open. Mischief at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. I think you've been patiently waiting. I don't know why this came through just now, but it's almost like Spirit was showing me you've been patiently waiting while others have been mischievous towards you. You haven't acted upon that. Instead, you've stayed like in yourself. Wow. You've stayed in yourself to yourself, and that's going to pay off for you. It's like the mischief of others, because this doesn't feel like your energy. This is someone or something else. And it's loud. Others have been mischievous towards you, and you haven't allowed it to alter and to change you. Instead, you've been patient. I just realized that the patience is here twice. It's 1:11 on the clock right now, guys. So patience here and patience there. You're going to reap a harvest, Pisces. Your harvest, and look at this, fulfillment of wishes. Your harvest season is upon you, okay? And it's because you're for a lot of you, Spirit is saying clearly to me that this is because of your childlike wonder, like your faith, right? Like your ability to believe in in anything being possible, even when there are mischievous individuals around you, even though it's like almost like you've been like hunted down by others to destroy you. And instead of biting back, defending yourself, or feeling the need to stand up and say something, you've chosen to just allow yourself to transition into this enchanted state to where you go within. Even hiding yourself is what I'm being shown. Like even to the point of hiding yourself, making yourself not visible instead of shining. It was all a part of your idea of how to maintain and protect your harvest and your abundance. That's also coming through very clearly, is to protect what you've worked hard for. To not allow others to deceive you into thinking that you're undeserving. That's why you've been protecting it. If you haven't been, that's a nugget that Spirit is dropping. To protect that which you choose to birth. This absolutely could have something to do with love of another, but it feels to me very much so like this is love of yourself. Like a love of yourself. This is the 7 of Cups card, this choose wisely. And I think you've been choosing wisely. This is the Magician. That's why I believe that this is saying that you've been choosing wisely. This message is about you making the right decisions. Your awareness has been aligning you to the correct path, putting you on the correct path. And that's where this love begins. This does feel like, again, like love for the self, but I'm also seeing a partnership here because I'm seeing the 6 of Cups in that, and that's really like the Ace of Cups. But moving on is here. This is the 6 of Swords, guys. So it's really about you choosing to move beyond the things in the past that have tried to destroy you. Like you're not even paying any attention to the haters anymore. That's how this feels. This is taking a long time with the Knight of Pentacles, okay? It hasn't been easy either. I'm hearing you had to show some tenacity and some endurance in order to be able to get to this place. I'm seeing you having to like cut out a lot of people that you felt were connected and were supposed to stay for your lifetime. This feels very much so like having to like step into this, especially with the Emperor here, this like boss-like energy, even when you didn't feel like it. I also am picking up on the fact that some of you didn't want to be this Emperor. It's like, I don't want to be the boss. I don't want this task. Like I'm hearing that Beyonce song where she says, I didn't want this power. That's how this feels to me. All right, that's a lot of cards. 9 of Cups. Look, I love when you show up for yourself. And then you had the High Priestess. Look at this. The 10 of Swords. The Empress. The 8 of Pentacles. The 5 of Swords. Wow. Wow, Pisces. You've been putting in the work, guys. The 9 of Pentacles. Let's see what's underneath here. And the Ace of Swords. 7 of Pentacles. The Star. Wow. The 4 of Cups. And the Page of Pentacles. I love this. Guys, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Knight of Pentacles, the Emperor, the 9 of Cups, the High Priestess, the 10 of Swords, the Empress, the 8 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Swords. Okay. Whew. This is beautiful energy, Pisces. You absolutely have been putting in the work. And now your abundant state is here. This is your harvest season, okay? Guys, if you don't have a divine counterpart that's showed up in your life yet, don't worry, they're coming. Just keep doing what you're doing. A couple of things to point out and to call out in order to be able to bring those things in is, first and foremost, align yourselves with that which you desire. So if you want someone who is able to stand in their own power and their own authority, to have control over themselves, their emotions, their passionate desires, things like that. If you want someone who's not a cheater, if you want someone who is able to, take care of you financially, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, then become that. Become that. For those of you who have already been putting in the work, you've already become that. You're showing up as the Emperor and the Empress here. It doesn't matter if you're a male or female, feminine or masculine. We all have both energies, guys. This is simply just energy. You're showing up as being stable. You're showing up as seeing things clearly and seeing the past clearly, which is why you shut the door on it. This, again, took a long time. The Knight of Pentacles with the Ten of Swords is representative of saying you're going to fight and you're determined no matter what. That's the tenacity that Spirit was saying earlier. It's the determination, the drive, and the effort to not give up on releasing the past, releasing the pain. And in your doing so, you're able to accept new opportunities and align yourself to your divine counterpart, to someone who actually matches your energy. With the Nine of Cups and the Eight of Coins, this is like you have been determined to work on your happiness and not allow anything or anyone to rob you of your wishes being fulfilled. Now, a very interesting thing that's coming through in this Nine of Cups is that your wishes, if they have not already been being fulfilled, they're going to start being fulfilled, and they're going to probably come through completely different than your manifestation. So let me give you another nugget in regards to manifestation. So first, you want to align with that which you want to manifest. Become that. If you want someone who's going to take care of you, take care of yourself. If you want someone who will run your bathwater, run bathwater for yourself. If you want someone who will buy you roses or flowers every week, buy them for yourselves. Okay, so start doing those things right now. Then visualize yourself having those experiences with that other person. Pisces, this is very easy for us. We're natural manifestors, naturally able to manifest and bring in whatever it is that we desire. This is the hard part right here. This part and this part, and I'm going to go back to this. Another part of manifesting is to not attach yourself to a specific person, place, or thing as the outcome, okay? So, for example, and this is something that we easily do too, Pisces, I want, like Michael Jackson to be my husband, right? Clearly he's not here, but I'm just making this up. I want Michael Jackson to be my husband. And then we're like, that's who I want. It has to be Michael Jackson. It can't be anybody else. Nobody else can be my husband because I want Michael Jackson. And his Spirit is like, wait a second. I have somebody over here who's aligned with you. This is the perfect match. But you keep telling me that you want this. But actually this cup is equivalent to this. It just doesn't look the same, right? So this might be Michael Jackson. This might be Michael Johnson. But this is going to give you what Michael Jackson would give you, but better. So it's like we have to stop. And I know this is hard because I'm totally been guilty of it. But we have to try to stop assigning specifics to those manifestations. Assign the feelings, okay? So I want my wishes to be fulfilled through a spouse who's able to support me, someone who's able to teach me lessons, someone who will allow me to be more soft and operate in my feminine era. Someone who is aligned with me being a boss at work, but understanding I don't want to be the boss when I come home. Start calling those things out. I want someone who's able to pour into me. I want someone who's okay with me being enchanted and being childlike and being like a gypsy and a fairy and mystical. I want someone who's in alignment with my true life path, with my destiny, with what I'm supposed to be here for. I want someone who's okay with me skydiving once a month. Whatever it is, ask for those things and align to those things. Be okay with that person coming in and challenging you, making you uncomfortable, because the reality of it is when you have a relationship like this, the Emperor and the Empress, you're going to mirror each other. So you're going to challenge one another. And that's where you have to come into this energy here, the High Priestess and the Five of Swords. This is another part of manifesting. When you want to manifest, you have to align yourself to that which you want to manifest, and then stop denying the fact that this is actually going to present itself to you. This also feels to me like an energy of someone who's been putting in all this work. Their wishes are being fulfilled, and then when their wishes are fulfilled, they're like, oh God, this is too much. I can't deal with this. I don't want this. I don't want this anymore. I don't want this anymore. And what the challenge is in this entire situation is you seeing yourself clearly. Spirit is aligning you to everything that you've been patiently waiting on. Look at this, the star, healing, okay? The 7 of Cups and the star. You're aligning. You've been waiting, Pisces. You've been waiting so long, waiting on divine timing. It's almost like this little thing, whatever this is that you tip upside down. I can't think of the name of it, but whatever this is called, put it in the comments if you guys know. You guys know, Pisces, we just blank. I'm blanked right now. But whatever this is called, the little salt thing, when you've had it upside down like this, waiting forever. You've been so patient waiting for this to come in. Now that it's here, don't self-sabotage it because you don't believe in yourself. Be confident in who you are. Be confident that you deserve this. Be confident that you're showing up as the Empress. Be confident of that and allow yourself to receive with ease. I think I told you guys before, I always say that. Receive with ease. This is your harvest season. It's time for you to be abundant. From this point on in life, abundance is yours, Pisces. No more hiding in the dark. Your aura, your energy, your wonder can no longer be hidden. You're not meant to sit under a rock. So as you continue to unravel more of the beauty of who you are, allow yourself to receive what's being poured into you. Allow yourself to receive. You deserve this. You've put in the work. You're not supposed to work your whole entire life. And when I'm saying that, I'm not talking about a job. I'm talking about working on yourself. You're already good enough just by being you. The wonder, the enchantment, the beauty that you are, just by being you, this high priestess here, that is enough. This is enough. You are enough, Pisces. You are enough. Allow yourself to receive this. You've manifested this in. It's here and it's yours. It's good. And you can absolutely trust this energy. This Emperor, Empress energy, this is your divine counterpart. You were put here on earth for a purpose. Ride the wave and allow yourself to receive with ease. Please, please, please do not self-sabotage with the tears of the past. Those individuals don't deserve your energy. For some reason, I don't know why this is coming up, but Spirit is telling me to tell you guys how I had to learn how to detach from the past. So whenever we have pain and hurt from the past, we tend to hold on to it because there's fear of what our lives will look like without that unhealthy attachment, okay? That unhealthy attachment tends to get stuck and trapped in our bodies. So one good way to release that is to do some chakra clearing, to do some Reiki and tapping. I love tapping, guys. I tap every single day. I do Korean chakra training every single day for at least 5 to 10 minutes. If you guys, Blooming Tao on Instagram, Uthra, check her out. Tao, Blooming, Blooming, and then Tao, Tao. And then her name is Uthra, Uthara. Check out her 7-day chakra reset class. I did that and it changed my life, guys. So that is a fantastic way to just become in tune and in touch with your body if you've had a lot of stored up trauma and pain, which most of us Pisces have. And then being mindful, every time you think about that person, you're giving that situation energy. So anytime that comes up, anytime someone from the past or some type of pain of the past comes up in my mind, I do the it's OM, and it's just like a and it's a humming. You can do just one time, you can do and hold it for a long time. You can just say you know, whatever it is that works for you. Then I'll take my hands and tap on my chest. Sometimes I'll cross my hands like this and tap, and that makes me feel safe. Or I'll hum a song, a Christmas song, or whatever song pops in my mind. But find something that you can do so when you're triggered, when you see somebody from the past who hurt you, when you hear their name, when they text you, when they call you, when you have to deal with them because you have familial connections, whatever it is, when something from the past comes up that has caused you pain, and you're triggered by that person, first of all, you're only triggered so that you can heal it. But in order to be able to move past it so you don't sit in this Four of Cups energy and ruin this beautiful thing that is presenting itself to you, don't feed that energy. Find a way to not feed that energy. Okay, Pisces, you got this. You're moving on. Keep moving. Keep moving, because look at what you're moving towards. Your fulfillment of wishes, fruitfulness, abundance, harvest. It's your season. You've been patient long enough. You deserve this and so much more. I love you guys so much. I'm always praying for you. If you need anything, please drop it in the comments, or if you want to just leave a comment, don't forget to like and subscribe, and just believe in the miracles because they're here. And once again, you deserve it. You've poured out enough into others. Let somebody pour back into you. You desire this, but you're afraid of what this looks like because this is a new version of you that you have not seen before. But it is the best version of you, the most beautiful version of you, and it is the true version of you, the highest version of you. All right, Pisces, I love you guys. Thanks so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you all next week. Thanks again. Bye.